And we back with the ladies on the woman-to-woman heat format. So bit of a change in the scenario. Romain, more time, less surfer in the water. Anat Lelior was with us this morning in the booth. Will surf against Carolina Mendes. Here, Anat Lelior from Israel in red. Carolina Mendes will carry the blue jersey. And it's going to be obviously a little bit slower in terms of action, but now how do you adapt to that change when you jump from, the four-man or four-woman round to the man-on-man or woman-to-woman format, Roman?
I don't know, as we watch first Anat Lelior on this one, tagging a first one on her backhand, then a second one, maybe finishing off this wave nicely, well executed by the surfer in red from Israel. But I think you just saw what Anat did right in the beginning of this hit. Just don't change anything. Just try to catch as many waves as you can and build those scores. Because if you try to overweight and try to pick the good ones or change anything in your strategy, it might also get against you. So Anat is doing it perfectly well. Felt like she was really focused this morning with a perfect mindset. She's going to be really tough to beat in this event.
And what a fighter. You could see on that rail turn that, there was a lot of turbulence. She managed to hold down and get those free turns. So that's a pretty decent way to start the heat. Happy smile everywhere on the beach. And Anat will be happy with the score. She just got a 7.5, so she's in the same rhythm as in the previous round, just going for it straight off the bat.
Yeah, exactly. Felt like she had a lot of confidence and the right mindset perfectly. She won this event in the past. She gets back from injury. She's feeling better and better. But watch out, because Carolina Mendes is a Portuguese surfer that never gets down, and she will fight till the last second. She's a pretty talented surfer also, surfing on her forehand. Sorry.
Yeah.
And watch this beautiful right-hander. Oh, unfortunately, dig the rail.
Yeah, she was didn't know really what to do on that wave. Looked like there was a bit of hesitation off the bottom turn and maybe a little bit late, but 20 minutes, plenty of time to reset Carolina Mendes. But when you hear your competitor getting a 7.5 straight on the first wave, that's gotta change a little bit your mental. How did you react when that happened in your career, Roma?
Yeah, you try not to hear those scores. You try to to focus on yourself. But of course, hearing a 7.5 within the first 5 minutes, it might change your expectations. I mean, so taking this wave, it was looking like a beautiful wave. Maybe she tried to overthink, and I don't know. She didn't. I think felt like she waited a bit too much on the bottom turn to tag the wave. Sorry. Maybe it has played a bit of a pressure game in her head. But well, the hit is still like 19 minutes and 30 seconds. She's a young surfer. She's full of energy, and I'm sure she's gonna get back with
the crowd. It's a Friday afternoon here in France. Anglet, famous boardwalk. Plenty happening on the beach, in the water and on land. Restaurant, bars. It's really also that Rip Curl Pro Anglet, like a big festival, like party for surfing. We had earlier this year, this week, the Surf de Nuit, where you had a go. How was it? How was that Surf de Nuit with the lights and especially that huge crowd?
Imagine those waves by night. So no, it was tricky, but an amazing event. There were so many people watching it. The atmosphere was amazing. They made a beautiful event. It was fun to surf with all those guys. Obviously, myself, I'm coaching all day long. It's been like 2 months of intense coaching in the water, so I have no more energy, but I was counting a lot on Pauline Ado. Who,
I think you did well by the end of the final. I mean,
yeah,
I
just a little like
yeah,
re-entry.
I'll take that kind of turn every day if I could. But
You know what? It was
you did well. It was a long evening. You know, it finished probably by
Thank you.
2 o'clock as
Yes.
we got
Anat
Anat.
looking on the left. Yeah, no, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to surf by night because from the beach you can clearly see the waves, but in the water when you have those spotlights in the eyes, it's like really
Yeah,
tough
yeah,
to
you get
anticipate.
dazzled.
And
Yeah,
yes.
Pauline was saying on the interview where it looks easier than what it is actually. And we could see you. I was commentating with Paul Evans. We could see it was like difficult for you. So for the average surfer, I imagine nearly mission
Even
impossible.
to sit in the outside, we didn't know where to position ourselves. We took waves on the head like beginners. It was tight.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah. Good wave selection from Mendes, Carolina. Just one turn, but well controlled.
Yes, unfortunately the wave went too fast for Carolina. Allez, it's a two-wave total, not only a one-wave total. She needs to regain confidence and try to find those good waves. She needs to also attack strongly those waves because Anat Lelior is a strong, powerful
But
surfer.
maybe the woman on woman format, you get more of a web selection, so you can get a little bit lost with four surfer in the water. You have to take whatever takes comes to you, and maybe that's when you're not used to that kind of format. It can
Of course,
yeah.
of course. So those experienced surfers, they're gonna play a better game than those youngsters. That's for sure, because they know until you don't have like two average scores or two good scores, you have to catch as many waves as you can, and then you can slow down the rhythm, pick a bit more the quality waves. But you see, Anat took a wave straight away from the beginning, a 7.5, and now she knows she only need like to back this score with an average score, so she's gonna wait a little bit more.
Okay, we're gonna go on the beach with Caroline Saran with last hit winner. Take it away, Caroline.
Yeah, thank you guys. Here with the last hit winner, Luis from the Canary Islands. Congratulations. You got a pretty hard hit with serious competitors out there. You managed to get one of the best scores of the men so far with two really big scores. Looks like you were feeling pretty confident out there.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was a very hard hit, so I had to start good, and I got a good wave for the start, and then I waited a little bit more, and luckily I got another good wave and did a big score. Yeah, super happy. It's a hard hit, and yeah, stoked.
And you're gonna follow with the quarterfinal man on man, sorry. Do you have a specific strategy? What are you gonna do until then? You're just gonna have some rest and look at the girls, maybe?
Yeah, like the waves are constantly changing because the tide is changing, and so it's just what I did for the last hit, just watch the conditions before my hit starts and prepare the best strategy. But yeah, just try to find the good waves and surf them good. That's it.
And do you want to say a few words in Spanish for all the audience and the Canary fan watching you?
Yeah, sure. Muchas gracias a toda la gente que esté viendo desde Canarias, desde España, desde donde sea. Un abrazo grande y a ver la próxima. Vamos con todo.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Congratulations to Luis. It was a tough heat and he surfed it very well with one of the best total of the day from the surfer from Canary. He's gonna be taking a few hours of rest because we're gonna be launching the quarterfinals of the men as well. So more action with the men and women this afternoon here in Anglet. Plenty of wave, swell still on the rise, definitely tide on the rise, so it's going to change the condition as Romain was saying. So it's constantly adaptation for the surfer, as Louise was saying in his interview. You got to keep an eye on the lineup, especially 1 or 2 heats before your heat, just to be sure you're taking the right options. But right now, with 13 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, with only 5 waves surfed, they can pick a little bit more their the wave. It's Anat Lelior with a 5.5 who's leading, and there's not much more on the board, just a 3.0 for Carolina Mendes. So looking good now for Lelior, but still plenty of time, 12 minutes. See the lines still unloading on that outside bank, and later today we're gonna have that tide filling in and probably offering more rides and good balls.
Yes, plenty of time still in this heat. Anat waiting patiently for a second good score. Carolina Mendes chasing a first good wave. Unfortunately for her, didn't find any good opportunities.
Yeah, she's really in the driving seat, Anat. You couldn't dream of a better heat start with a 7.5. Then it looks like maybe change of the tide. You gotta adapt where to sit at the back. There she's paddling, but she's probably gonna be losing as well priority on that paddle. We'll see. That's gonna be into play, but that's pitch breaks for you, huh? Content adaptation.
Yes.
You gotta be on your toe every time. It can pop up from nowhere, and she's using her priority. Carolina Mendes, good-looking right-hander. Nice first carve, nice slap, bit loss of control. Unfortunately, she needs to make sure the control is there and.
Wow!
Oh yeah, that's completed, and that's just showing how it's done. Yeah.
Huge score. This re-entry was amazing. It's gonna get really, really high.
Yeah,
Can't
Anat
wait
was.
to watch
Yeah,
the replay.
I was explaining her injury, but by the way she's surfing, it looks like she's totally. She has totally recovered physically and mentally, as we see Carolina Mendes carve. Unfortunately, little bit of a mistake there, Roman, on the rail. That could cost her 1 or 2 points. What do you reckon? First car was, really good.
Yeah, the loss of control always goes under yourself. So the judges will take note of this, unfortunately. But hey, watch this action. It's gonna be the best score of this heat so far and of the event. Maybe look at this turn. Boom.
Yeah, free fall.
Yeah,
free fall. And to that section, you said it's really steep and shallow, but she managed to push through.
It's amazing. Yeah. Amazing turn from Anat Lelior.
Yeah, 8.6.
8.6, backing up with a 7.5. Amazing scores. And now Carolina Mendes sitting in Cumberland, searching for a 16.10 total. It's going to be tough.
Yep, as we were welcoming in the booth with us for commentary, Garage this time. Welcome, and welcome to France and the Rip Curl Pro Anglet, and thanks for joining us in the booth for a bit of a commentary. So where are you from?
Well, I'm from Ireland. And,
okay, good.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Stoked to be here in France and been enjoying the pretty much good weather and fun waves. So yeah, can't be complaining too much. It's lovely to be here.
But not your first time in Anglet?
No, I've been a couple of times for a couple of the other contests years ago, and yeah, I love it here. The waves are so fun. It's super close to everywhere. You can get waves all around here, drive up to Hossegor, or yesterday I even went down to San Sebastian for a little stay in the city, so it was pretty good
Nice.
fun.
And was your local break? You said Ireland, but where in Ireland?
I'm from Sligo, so
Okay.
my local break is Strandhill. It's like a little beach break, but yeah, we surf a lot in Bundoran. That's where.
Yeah,
couple
you
of
got
the-
good reefs and good slabs up there. Huh?
Yeah, lots of good waves and good slabs. So yeah, it's good fun.
So, how do you adapt? You know, you're more. You said you got a beach break, but you're more of a reef surfer. When you come to Anglet or Hossegor, how do you adapt to these kind of different condition?
For sure, it's pretty hard coming here and trying to figure out the beach breaks and stuff. We have a couple of beach breaks at home, and I grew up surfing beach breaks. But
Okay,
yeah, so I am used to it. But at home, you get a lot of good waves, so you get used to surfing good waves quite a lot. So yeah, I always try and come over early and get into surfing the beach breaks and get the feel for it again before each contest.
So what's your you're on the WQS here on the European tour? What's your goal this year?
Obviously, yeah. So I've been doing the QS for a few years. I've had a couple of decent results in Europe a couple of years ago, but yeah. So hopefully, obviously, the goal is to try and get on the Challenger Series. I suppose that's everybody's goal that's here. So yeah, that's the goal for this year, and hopefully, this contest didn't go too well. I lost out a bit early, but hopefully now the next few will go good and we'll get some waves and it'll be good fun.
Okay, so was it your first QS contest this year in Europe, or were you in Lacanau and Newquay or Galicia before?
I didn't do Pantin. I was away on a trip, but I did Newquay and I did Lacanau, and both times lost out, just not getting the score in the last minute. But yeah, it's still fun. I enjoy doing the contests and stuff. So
Cool.
yeah, it's good.
Still learning.
Yeah,
Okay,
always.
he's a really talented surfer. Huh? It's amazing to think that this guy can lose in the early rounds because he surfs amazingly.
Thank
And,
you.
but for sure, it changes from the wave you have at home. It's not the same. Can't wait to see a few more clips from you this winter.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good winter. I missed out last winter. I was injured and stuff, so pretty excited for this winter to try get some waves and yeah, frothing to hopefully get
Cool.
some big barrels.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got those gnarly slabs and reefs where like bit of towing or just paddling. Are you into both or?
My main focus is paddling, but for sure there's some days that aren't really paddleable, so you have to get the jet ski out and tow. But for sure paddling is a lot more rewarding, and yeah, for me that's the main thing, is trying to paddle into as big a barrel as possible. But yeah, sometimes the jet ski has to come out.
Yeah, but the takeoff is the best part of the wave.
Yeah, for sure.
The most intense.
Yeah, if you make a heavy takeoff, it's best part of it.
Yeah, sure.
Best part of it, really. Yeah.
Well, cool. So you're preparing now for the Azores, right?
Yeah, gonna do the Azores, but before that, I have to go. We go to California for the ISA Worlds
Oh, yes, true.
to represent Ireland for the
In Huntington, right?
At Huntington, yeah, which is in like a week, 2 weeks in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because how old are you right now?
25.
Okay, you're still young, so you're pretty old.
Hopefully. Hopefully, still pretty young.
Yes. That's why we don't know much each other. I'm too old. Well, let's go for a little recap of the heat.
Yeah, it's been a bit slow, but and a little bit one-way heat really, with Anat Lelior opening her account early with those nice backhand turns. She got another one on the inside, good control, earning herself a 7.5. Different angle on the first. That was like 2 minutes after the horn, so putting pressure right away on Carolina, and the surfer from Portugal here been a bit quiet yet, couple of opportunity, Roman, but not really finding a feet.
I couldn't attack the wave the proper way. I think she was waiting a bit too much, watching too much the wave, overthinking, instead of Anat, who was really like attacking without any doubt or lack of risk. She goes 100% into those turns. Yeah, this one was nice, but she lost a little bit of control. That's why I think judges went a bit low on this score, unfortunately for her. But she's a really talented surfer also, and she could come back, but with 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
She's in combo land. After that, just 8.6 from Anat Lelior. And look at that finish.
This turn is super hard on those sections. The way it sucks up, it's to ride out of that clean like that is super impressive.
Yeah, good technique, just good commitment, and
nice legs, huh? Because to make this one,
you need some strong legs.
And she was saying earlier in the booth that she's training hard just to recover from that injury. So looks like everything is back in place. And how's your training, Gareth? I mean, we're talking a lot about surfing, but now performance surfing is also about preparation. What's your routine? How do you prepare for contest or your surfing season?
Yeah. Training is super important in surfing at the moment. If you're not training, you're just going to fall behind, which, yeah, I started to realize the last couple of years that it's something that I need to start to work on. So I've been working on it quite a bit the last couple of years. Started working with a trainer. Oh, you see the two girls talking out there?
I think they're arguing about the priority, right?
Yeah, probably don't need to argue. Poor Caroline Mendes, she's in combo and she needs the 16.10. So priority or not priority.
But this is part of the contest, you know.
Yeah.
In the past, we had to fight against each other.
Yeah, for sure. In the last, she might have enough time for 2 waves here if she gets the score.
Yeah, she needs to do something big. That's again a bit out of the rhythm. You could see she's waiting on something, waiting for the face to open up, but unfortunately didn't cooperate that wave with Carolina Mendes. So
she never went into that hit.
Yeah.
It was a pretty easy hit for Anat, because I think Carolina never really surfed that hit. Unfortunately, it's the game plan that I think the mindset was on the side of Anat in this hit.
For sure, though, she ripped the waves that she had. That's super impressive to see.
And Roman was saying, well, you're 25, so how's the surfing scene in Ireland? A lot of upcoming young kids. Are we going to see more Irish surfer on tour and coming to our shores?
For sure. The junior scene in Ireland now is growing quite a lot. There's like big packs of kids all around, all different parts of the country. In each place there's surf clubs, and yeah, the kids are starting to surf super good. So yeah, it'd be sick to hopefully start seeing a couple start moving into some pro juniors and stuff, and hopefully then get on the QS grind and grind it out. It'd be great to have a couple other Irish guys traveling around doing it. Right now I travel mostly with the English and the Welsh.
Yep.
Where we live pretty close together, so yeah.
Makes sense.
I travel with them, and they're some of my best friends. But for sure, be great to see some Irish juniors coming up and doing it. And I think pretty soon they're gonna be, because they're starting to rip at home.
Yeah, happy smile for Anita. We're gonna have a short commercial break. We'll be back with Mafalda Lopez and Ariane Ochoa.
Yes, thank you, Jared, for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks
Maybe
for
you want
having me
to
on.
say a little shout out to your friends at home.
Yeah, hey to everyone at home if anyone's watching, and yeah, cheers to Rip Curl for putting on such a great event and having us all here, and yeah, we're gonna go get some waves and enjoy my last bit of time in the sun and
That's it.
yeah, surfing some board shorts.
Yes, right
It's
on.
lovely. But yeah, thanks you guys for having me on.
Yeah, thanks.